Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, guys. Oi.
Hello.
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 Hello, bitches.
All rise and like, subscribe, and bang the gavel, baby.
Gavel has been banged, as they say. All rise. We got a case. Welcome back. Still alive. Got an hour in me. I'm ready. Let's do this.
He's got an hour.
I have to ask you about what's going on here, but I pulled up our courtroom from yesterday with another great cast of characters. Jump to that at some point. But where are we here with all this happening?
This is typically not the judge we would have here. Usually it's a elder gentleman doing these cases, but I don't know. It's in Butler County Traffic Court.
Okay.
Reed. So this is should be interesting. We don't usually get to see this. Judge Webster.
Oh, and there's Sally. Okay, that's the only piece of this that I could put that puzzle together. He's
Yeah.
right there.
Sally Port right down there in the girls' locker room of a local gymnasium.
Right.
So so we're gonna go ahead and bust on into this and see what's happening. See what the haps is.
Yeah.
Yes,
God
that's
bless.
correct.
Was this a deputy? Anybody tell me, was this I don't understand if this was a cash bonds. How it
Judge
is that you
Webster
pay the
just
full
got
amount
done
of cash
churning her
bonds.
own
Wasn't
butter.
it a $5,000 bond or?
Time for court.
No, they said they required the full amount.
She's a
because I
robust
live out of
lady.
state.
Is there any way she's not
That's
Amish?
not right. They shouldn't do that.
Or single.
Check into that.
Your Honor, it's only a 500. I have the bond in front of me.
That's
Hey,
like
your tip
uh,
came
okay.
straight from the factory, Bob.
Who gave the bondsman, sir,
I got Bob's Burger
$500
shirt
cash?
on. Doesn't look as good as
I
Green
paid
Thumb.
with a card, but yes, I
I'll
paid
raise your
500
Bob
plus 150 in fees.
So good. That's so good.
Okay,
Why is that
we're
not
gonna check
hanging?
into that because that is
somewhere?
not the way.
Because I want to hang
bondsmen
it
are
up there and I got to
supposed
move.
Oh.
It
Ms.
was
Booker-
the only one I could get on the phone.
We're getting
Okay,
close.
Ms. Booker,
Getting there.
remind me, we need.
Just before it's
we
time
need
to
follow up on
move.
this.
Look, there's a Sally
Yes, Your
Port too.
Sir, if you
Oh.
paid a cash bond, you should not have needed a bondsman,
Monica has nice hair, by
and
the
you
way.
should not have had to pay a bonds fee. What you're telling me just does not square with the way it works, and I understand that that's not your fault. You were just doing the best you could to get out of
Thank you,
this-
Michael
out
York.
of the incarceration. I'm going to set this over. Let's meet again.
Nice and quiet over there, honey.
You got it all to yourself, probably, huh?
Let's meet again.
We'll
on
come back, but
June-
we're just getting ready. We just brought in. I'm sorry, I gotta.
Uh-oh.
We'll come back to that. Just brought in the convict.
Dun dun dun.
I'm really wondering what the tit fondler over there, all by himself, at the end there, what he's up to.
Dun, 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 dun. Is that Golden Slots? Dun, 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 dun,
DJ
dun, dun.
DJ Gold.
Let's start this up with a little crazy train. By request.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we're gonna play some slots too.
21-11614.
Oh, Haley,
Return
how's everything over there at the?
3904, Mr.
of greatness.
President in custody, Representative Ms. Steele, Mr. Sandler for the people.
Ed.
Yes, Your Honor. It's the people's understanding that Mr. Gray will be pleading to the felony matter CR 21-011614 to the only count alleged for 180 days to be put on 2 years formal probation.
After playing with his breast, he
There'd
was
be
just
general search
smelling them.
terms.
By the way, if you look at the bailiff, he
Yes,
is keeping
they
an
were-
eye on him. He's very shifty and
Yes,
strange acting.
Wrong
yeah.
specific address, which I'll address later.
I hate to stop you, but we don't have a gun check yet, do we?
Almost, Michael.
I did send the Prop 63.
Oh, is he leaving now that he got
Have
the
you
eye?
received one, Vincent? We have not received it. When did you send it?
I
He
sent
shit himself.
it was
Oh, she just went shopping at the Amazon
Well,
market.
it can take them anywhere from. And Miss Powell
It's a
is
great
on it,
court,
we get it
man.
within 5 minutes,
I
but
just-
sometimes it takes longer when others are at the.
Is anybody else
So I
surprised that
guess
we
we
didn't
could
tune in
start
and the
with
dude with the walker
we
still
didn't
wasn't
have
sitting
the
there in that
contract by
spot?
the time.
Well, the lady from yesterday is definitely there. Her water bottle's sitting over there.
We'll have to take a pause so we can get that. So 180 days for count. Was that 180 days?
I didn't think there was that many
Count
people
one,
even on that entire
prosecution,
app.
and you said
Haley.
stay away.
And then in the misdemeanor cases, the case ending in 904, we Harvey Way for drug terms. And the
Oh,
case
enjoy the
ending in
doctor. I should be doing that too.
2366, we would Harvey Way.
Hopefully nothing bad.
For a
Just
stay away
check
order
up.
for Macy's and Modesto.
Mr. Gray, is that your understanding of what you intend to do today, sir?
Wow.
I understand you wish to do.
I will
something
golf for getting around today.
the right
Ghost.
to Formal probation report. Is that correct, sir? Yes, sir. You understand that. the
Hi,
maximum
Carol.
Sentence you could receive for this plea would be 3 years local incarceration. You could still receive that sentence if you violate probation. You understand that, sir? Yes. Understand that the court would consider imposing a minimum restitution.
Give or take a million.
$500. That amount will be doubled if you fail to complete probation successfully. Do you understand that, sir? Yes, sir. You understand this is a priorable offense, which means any future theft offenses can carry increased penalties. Do you understand that, sir? Yes, sir. You're not a citizen of the United States. This conviction may have the consequences of deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States, or denial of naturalization pursuant
I'm
to
so
the law.
disappointed in
Do you understand?
Opie from the Andy Griffith show. He is
Will
really
be imposing
felling on hard
very
times.
substantive sentences
Yeah, I'm
for
wondering, if
you
this guy over
understand?
here, did he shit his pants, fart, something? Everybody is always sitting on this side. Like this is the hot family here, you know, at the wedding.
Yeah.
Understand that, sir? Other than what I've stated here in court today, has anyone else made any other promises to you in order to get you into this plea? No, sir. Has anyone threatened you or anyone close to you in order to get you to enter this plea? No, sir. Have you
He's
had enough time to
quarantined
talk
for a
with
few
your
days.
lawyer and tell her all the facts and circumstances you know about your case? Yes, sir. You understand the nature of the charges placed against you? Yes, sir. And are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily? Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's back. He
Assert
just went and wiped.
Constitutional rights which apply to all the
Oh, he's a little
charges
chilly,
against you.
Bucky. Get himself.
He got his whoopee.
Requires, which include a preliminary hearing, a jury trial, to confront and cross-examine the witnesses against you, to the process of the court to subpoena witnesses for you, to not incriminate yourself, testify on your own behalf,
This is where you
and
say
present
yes.
evidence in your defense. Do you understand each of those rights, sir? Yes, sir. You give up each of those rights? Yes, sir. Understand that a no contest plea will be treated the same as a guilty plea, and that I will find.
His
you
attorney's
guilty
looking at him like she
under no
can't stand
contest
him.
plea. Yes, sir.
Look at her eye. And she is very nervous. She's picking at her nails and
And are you pleading no contest to take advantage of the offer made you today and to avoid taking the chance of receiving?
by the way, doubling up on the drinks there today. Did you see there's also a can sitting over there next to that giant enema bottle?
And Council, one of you please say a brief.
It's a Shasta root beer.
Yes, Your Honor. On November 30th, 2021, the County of Stanislaus, State of California, the defendant entered the property at 912 Peachwood Court in
What
Modesto,
greasy
California,
gamer Mikey.
and then unlocked
Good to
work
see you.
truck and took approximately
Mikey.
$1,400 worth of tools. The victim observed the defendant then take off on foot. The defendant was
Tool
later
stealing.
contacted by law enforcement, and at this time, a total of $1,150 worth of tools are unrecovered.
You so stipulate for purpose of plea, Ms. Steele?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Gray, how do you plead to the only count of the complaint which alleges in or about November 30th, 2021, you committed a felony grand theft, a violation of Penal Code Section 487A.
Fell hard on him.
By willfully, unlawfully, and feloniously take the property of another exceeding
Pounding that drink, boy.
$90. How do you plead to that, counsel?
No contest.
And the defendant understood the nature of the crime and the consequences of his plea, that he understood his rights and knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily waived those rights. And there was a factual basis for the plea.
She is standing in front of everybody again.
Entered in the minutes of this court, taking the no contest plea together with a factual basis.
Agreed. I'm hearing from upstairs. He was
Oh,
only stealing these tools
And
because he
Mr.
started
Gray,
a
your
job
vote case would be
the
dismissed
next day.
in exchange for you agreeing to.
So she just looked at her phone and then just waved him out to come
Again.
have a talk, I
Vesting
guess.
is determined by probation. To agree to abide by those terms in exchange for that case being dismissed. And Mr. Sammer, on the Macy's case.
And he's
stolen
gone.
property recovered
She said,
on-
"Stay out."
Yes, Your Honor, all the property was recovered. Restitution is in the amount of $0.
So, Mr. Gray, the theft case would be dismissed in exchange.
Stealing
you-
from Macy's.
In exchange.
I
for
told you, you
agreeing to
sit
stay
on
away
this
from the
side.
mall, the Macy's store there. You agree to do that, sir?
Yes.
Okay, and that'll be impose those terms pursuant to Harvey waiver. And you move to dismiss the other two matters in light of the Harvey waivers, Mr. Sammer.
Yes, Your Honor.
I can't believe they let them have their phones
Time wait for
like that in the
sentencing.
courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor.
Just like
Any legal cause by judgment should
Again,
now be pronounced.
You do whatever you want. In and out.
And in anticipation of getting the gun check, has he signed a firearms relinquishment form?
No, he is not, but he can do that.
I'm going to assume, Mr. Gray, you're going to sign that saying that I want you to be truthful, but that you do not.
no lying.
Possess any firearms.
It couldn't pay me enough to sit through those long ones. I know there's a lot of good stuff, but I mean, it's like this much out of those long, man.
I watched like 30 minutes of it yesterday, and I was like, "Good Lord!"
Yeah, there's some really good stuff, of course, that comes out of it.
But I need someone to go through and record all that and just give it to me.
I couldn't imagine, unless I was Legal Bites, that I'd sit there for the entire thing.
Just
She was
collect
out
the
of my
money.
way till like 10:30 last
Did you guys
night.
just receive the
All
check?
by
Just collect
herself.
it.
Oh, just
collect the
I
money.
did printing.
I don't know.
Good
Let's
Lord.
Give it to our clerk and give it to probation. And Mr. Gray, do you understand as a result of your conviction today, you're prohibited from owning, purchasing, receiving, possessing, or having under your custody or control any firearms, ammunition, and ammunition feeding devices, including but not limited to magazines, for the rest of your life. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
And pursuant to the stipulated agreement herein, I will place you on 2 years formal felony probation, imposition of sentence is suspended for a period of 3 years from today, make that 2 years from today's date, during which time you are admitted to probation, committed to the charge and supervision of the probation officer of this county and this court under the following terms. You shall make full restitution in an amount or matter to be ordered by the court as directed by the court and probation officer, and file any and all financial disclosure forms as directed by the court and probation officer.
As crazy as this court is, and as loose as it is with its rules and stuff, at least it moves.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do
Very
get
fluid.
on at least.
Mm-hmm.
She may be hot, but she's
You're
very
requesting a specific stay away from the
fidgety.
location in this case, Mr. Sammer.
Yes, Your Honor.
Her eyes are darting all over the room.
912 Peachwood Court, Modesto.
And does your client have any reason to be within 100 yards of that location?
No, Your Honor.
Or that you stay 100 yards away from
Alice?
912
Many things.
Wood Court in Modesto? And pursuant to Harvey waiver.
He's not when that poop his pants guy's in there, though. He really was keeping a really close eye on him.
I like that he's keeping pressure on Opie here. He's just like, don't even think about it.
Don't move.
Don't even think about it, boy.
Pardon me?
Is she the greeter? I mean, what is she
I
doing?
guess he's the Walmart greeter, yes.
Yeah, that's the entire mall, I thought.
Please don't use the door handles. Just use the door on your way out, okay? That's
Just
just
lean against it.
But you have to stay away from that particular store. You understand that, sir? Okay.
You're allowed in the mall, just not in the Macy's.
County Jail. Council, you know what credits are? He had been on bail, council. I don't know when he was arrested.
She has to ask him for the info. Is that what she's
Yeah.
doing right now?
She has no idea what's going on.
Posted bail on January 1st of 22.
There's a reason she's the
and
public defender.
Looks like he'd be in custody probably a month. I don't know. Does
A
anyone have
month?
information?
I believe he was.
Hey, you're sitting on the wrong side. Don't do that. You're gonna get kicked out.
On November 30th, Your Honor.
She just went out for a smoke.
Incident date's November 30th.
She want nobody to smell it on her.
So, it'd be 31 days in December, Your Honor.
And then one for the day before, so 32 days, and then he's been in custody since when?
The 30th, April 30th.
And how many days is that now?
Yep, she wants me.
So 37 actually.
Oh shit.
I'll award Mr. Gray 30.
Nate, how's it going up there in Boston?
And he'll be remanded to serve the balance of the sentence. I'll order Mr. Gray that you pay the following fees and fines: a $300 restitution fund fine. And
A party over there?
Will be imposed and stayed pending successful
Hey,
completion of
shorty.
probation. I'll order that you also pay $40 security,
Old buck.
$40 criminal conviction assessment fees, $38 theft fee, including penalty assessments.
She's not even paying attention to what's being said. She's like picking at her nails.
Oh yeah, no. She hasn't answered. She hasn't answered one question or had any information she needed.
Report in person to your probation officer.
He's like, has she signed the form yet? He's like, nobody can.
G. Stephen O'Neill.
Unless otherwise directed by probation. In any case,
The great Canadian.
She has to bend over completely just to hear from him. He's so short.
custody. If you are being investigated for a new crime, you shall report any such contact with law enforcement to your probation officer within 24 hours. Do not leave the county for more than 40
It's very
hours.
casual.
The written consent of your probation officer. Obtain advance permission from your probation officer.
Shorty, look, you're standing right there. I see you.
County. Notify probation within 24 hours of any change of address. Submit your person,
Oh,
vehicle,
Mike.
property under your control, and residence to search and seizure anytime, day or night, by any law enforcement or probation officer with or without probable cause, reasonable suspicion, search warrant or other process. Participate in a complete general counseling
Right.
education at the discretion of your probation
Come on,
officer.
Fred. You know it's over
Do
on
not
Twitch.
knowingly own, possess, or have in your custody or control
Double
any
F.
firearms, or that you provide blood specimen or biological.
No, Lisa, I just space out every once in a while.
Penal Code Section 296A.
Happens to all of
Applicable
us.
Fees and costs is agreed upon with probation based on your ability to pay.
But it's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Let's go ahead and I've had
Need to
enough of
be
him.
back here
I do
July
love that court
20th
thing.
at 9 a.m. unless the county attorney approves your diversion and tells you otherwise.
Is Alyssa
So, do you
a
have any questions about any of that?
ballerina?
And
Hey, at
He
the
has a
tour
Washington
at the
driver's
Bush's
license,
factory
you have
back,
to
they
get-
have it under lock.
figure out
and
what's
key.
going on with your Washington driver's license and then either get that valid or get a Kansas driver's license, but you're gonna have to go through more steps in contacting people just so you're
Hmm.
aware than typical, because we show you have a Washington driver's
We'll let it
license.
slide,
that is
Delsey.
expired. Okay.
Just space it out, man.
okay, and where are you located right now? Are you in Washington?
Yes.
Yeah, Creed will space out. There'll be times
Or
I'll
you
look over at him.
physically
I'm like,
located
Creed, you okay?
I'm the dude.
In Douglas, Canada.
Okay.
Douglas,
Got it.
Kansas? All right, and it looks like you need to be processed also. You
Adele.
haven't had your picture and prints taken for this, have you?
No.
All right, so I'm going to have you
Who are we
talk
talking to?
with Deputy Adams in a private breakout room.
They're spacing out too.
So when you're in,
We got
when you
Charles
see
down
come
there.
across your screen, invited to a breakout room, you will need to click on that and talk to Deputy Adams. And Deputy Adams, let's give him a $1,000 OR bond.
I'd rather be in
$1,000
Sally Port 1
bond.
if it were me. That is concerning where
Deputy,
he's at.
yeah, Deputy Adams in
Okay.
the bowels
And then if
of
for
the.
some reason Mr.
the
Frakes
building.
decides he wants to apply for an attorney, he certainly can contact the courthouse and do that as
No,
well.
nothing. But there's so much stuff from her
Mr.
house
Frakes,
back
you have
there.
someone there helping you? Who do you have?
The brother,
And what's his name?
Richard.
Lynn, we
Richard Frakes?
really enjoyed our.
Mr. Richard Frakes, are you understanding between the two of you? Are there any questions I can help you with before I let you go?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. No questions.
All right, so you're gonna
He's
go in a
talking to
private
somebody that's
breakout
off
room with
camera.
Deputy Adams, and I'll see this gentleman back here July 20th at 9 a.m. by Zoom, unless he finishes the diversion.
And Richard, the message on the chat has the diversion coordinator information. Try to call her by Friday to get the process started sooner rather than later. If that's something that you're going to do, and to talk about the
John has a
options
nice
and
setup.
diversions, she can explain that to you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we'll be, I'm gonna
Pretty sure
let you
Charles
folks
is
go in
drunk.
breakout room.
Yeah.
And otherwise, Ms. Booker, you got something else?
Not on this
Look at
case,
him.
but I see Mr. Page joined.
He's gonna
I
have
don't
his
know if
dong
that's
out
fine.
here in a second.
I just wanted the court to be aware that an attorney joined.
All right, Charles, don't leave yet. Did he
Nope,
leave?
too late.
Charles.
Charles
May
was
have
hanging
skipped-
brain.
He may not have understood what I was telling him.
He went into a breakout room.
Oh, good, good. All right,
You drunk as this guy?
Mr. Pate is in. Richard Pate is here.
No Niner today.
Chris Pate. I see
Chris
it.
Pate.
Not yet.
Pate
Yeah, Richard Paw, and then Chris Pate.
and one. Okay, so where are you, Mr. Pate? There you are. Who are you here for,
Good
Mr.
morning.
Pate?
He must be having problems because he's back in the waiting room again.
Okay, well, when you get him squared away, let me know, Missy.
Okay.
And let's take up the black map.
Whoa, easy, Judge.
I just wanted to watch him limp his way out. I just
State
missed it.
appears by and through.
Okay, back to the
Megan
racist,
Booker,
Black
Assistant
Matters.
County Attorney.
Yeah, go to the black matter.
Mr. Black appears, well, that's Jamil
Art.
Black. Jamil Black, are you the
Art
same
is
as
here.
Ian J.N. Black?
That's I have two first.
Saunders
names.
a hottie,
Ian
by the
and
way.
Jamil is
Oh,
my
look who's
first
back.
name.
Look who's back. Hey, I'm here, ready.
He's
Is
all
it
over.
time?
Oh, it's his turn.
Oh, hey,
I
hey,
gotta stay with this. I gotta stay with this.
993, Mr. Lita is present.
He's tired.
Call
That's a long walk, man.
Bench warrant. Probation. Self is representing him, Ms. Powell from.
Did he not walk in like, hey?
About
Thank you,
time.
Judge. And at this point, I have a doubt as to my client's ability to move forward in this case pursuant to Penal Code Section 1368. He's advised me of some health issues that I think are something we should take a look at.
Okay. Any comment by probation or by the people?
No, Your Honor.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then, and you are concerned about his ability to understand and assist, or?
That's correct, Judge.
Then I will suspend proceedings under the.
Dave, you're right. Yeah, they said he got.
68.
Charles just got up and walked away.
He stood up. He went to a literal breakout room.
Dr. Bradshaw is appointed to,
Now we know why he was acting so weird, Creed.
and we have.
He
a
wants to be
date then already for that.
not
Yeah.
able to stand trial right now. I want to see you
That's
jump
fine.
up
So
and
I'm going
take
to
off.
ask Mr. Alita to come to our office on May 18th at 11:45. And we have a room, and I have a client.
He's not
special
alert enough for
student in
that, I
there
don't think.
And do the Zoom.
Okay, so Mr. Lita, I'm going to order that you return, report to the Public Defender's Office on May 18th. No later than
Jeffrey, that was from yesterday. And yeah, Boston cream honey buns.
for your
Mhm.
Ooh,
Zoom
that sounds
interview
good.
with
Mhm.
Dr. Bradshaw. And we'll pick a date to come back in about 5 weeks for Dr.
Carla.
Welcome.
June 8th, if
Wow.
that works for everybody.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you missed last week's
Leaving early to return to court.
members only, it was a tell-all
I missed
At
it.
8:30 in this department.
where Carol told us all about her. We had brought Carol on, and she told us about her brother's slut of a fiance.
Probation remains revoked.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge. And then.
Anything or any further orders, Ms. Powell?
Sorry, I missed that.
And then number two is you'll come back to court on the 18th, so we can get that report and get you the help you need, okay?
All right. I like this lady, though. She's very good with him.
Yeah.
Uh-huh, it's 10, it's right at the corner.
Mhm.
It's 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I'm not getting this. What?
Do you need-
Did you see how he just pointed at it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you will get the report for that. That's for the doctor's one. You gotta be there. The court will order you to be there, okay? And in the meantime,
Okay.
if you need a place to stay, I would highly recommend Salvation Army across the ocean. Right? You know what those are.
Okay.
because it's not healthy for you to be staying on.
What did you say?
Okay, ladies, we're going to take our morning recess at this point.
Oh,
Please
I want to watch
come
him
back 10
leave. though.
minutes to 11.
Yeah, look at him. He's getting riled up right now.
Yeah, he's like, hey, can I go to the bar? Oh, come on. Why'd you call us, Department 8? How dare you?
I believe we set that for June 6th at 9 a.m.
Brandon Branscombe.
Whew.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Mr. Black, be sure and talk about your bond with Mr. Patterson as well.
God bless.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, we've already finished the
Missy,
black.
did you have a point?
Yeah, I believe Mr. Pate's logged in now.
Good morning, Mr. Pate.
Good morning. Sorry, I hit the wrong button when I heard my name.
All right. And what case are you here for, sir?
It's Abdelaro Marrero Nina 21 TR 2636.
Making up words.
Okay. What's the last name?
It's Marrero hyphen
Sounds awesome.
Nina MENA.
Does that sound awesome?
That
All right,
doesn't.
let's go on the record in 2021 TR 2636, State of Kansas versus Abelardo Marrero.
Thank you, Carol. 20 bones. Want to get a
Finance
bingo?
Group,
Brother's
Lincoln Booth,
friend
Assistant
still in the
County
hospital.
Attorney.
Major heart issues. Car.
Chris Pate,
Yeah,
representing
his
the
best friend
defendant,
was the one
here in
sticking
person
it
as
to his
well.
wife, his
I'm just
fiance.
appearing on his behalf, Your Honor.
And he's like a
Does
big
he, by
clay
chance, have a
size
waiver
guy.
on file? Or what's his situation, Mr. Pate?
Well, in talking with him on the phone, he had
Sean has
indicated
a
that he
mullet, I'm
wanted
pretty
it set for trial. I did not have him sign a waiver because it was just an infraction rather than a misdemeanor. But I can get one on file if needed for future hearings.
I hope Sean is in
Might not be a bad idea for future hearings, although the
Larry
future hearing will
Cobb.
probably be a trial.
Larry Cobb,
And he
everybody.
will need to
I hope
be
he's not
here
wanted
for
for
that.
assault because he looks like he could be a grade A badass.
Chris is the only one dressed for court today.
I did
and he's
understand
gone.
you correctly that he wishes.
And he
to
was an
file.
attorney.
Yes, Your Honor.
And he's back.
Will the trial be in person or by Zoom?
I am still having them by Zoom unless someone demands otherwise.
I'm
Oh,
perfectly okay with Zoom, Your Honor.
thank you,
Well, I'm
Judge.
finding
Continue
that
to
that
do
is far
so.
more convenient, and I can get more attorneys to travel by Zoom than by car, as well as defendants. They seem to prefer it too. But that's not to say we can't give you a live trial. All right, so he is looking at disobeying an official traffic control device.
An official
And
traffic control device.
He has been
Stoplight?
here. No, I'm not seeing that. I'm sorry. All right, so is there any suggestion by either council as to when we set this for bench trial?
Are there particular days of the week that you set these?
While they
without
figure that out,
Wednesday?
let's jump over and see one of these.
Oh, Nick is back. Will we get a Nick frame today? Maybe. The Honorable Judge Williams.
Ms. Riles, you are charged in 2 warrants. Your first warrant is 22W006705. Your next warrant is 22W006706. Ma'am, you have the right to have your warrants read to you here in open court. Your attorney, however, has waived the reading of your warrants here in open court. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna hear from your attorney on the issue of bond, and then I will hear from the attorney for the state. Mr. Geddes?
Call you, Nick.
Thank you, Judge. Ms.
Here.
Riles is 37 years old. She has lived in Georgia for the past 6 years. She has 3 children that she is the primary caretaker of. One is 8 years old, one is 5, the other is 3 years old. She has been working as a cashier at Storefront, and she has also been doing work as a sanitation worker at a hospital. My understanding is that she suffers from several medical issues, including diabetes and anemia. Because of that, she is on disability and SSI. My concern at this point is that it's my understanding if a person spends more than 30 days in custody, they are at serious risk to lose their benefits from disability and SSI. So that's my primary concern at this point. Prior to this incident, it's my understanding she actually was living at the hotel where this took place. I have already discussed the do not return provision with her. She has expressed to me there are other locations she would be able to stay, so we're not concerned with that. Judge, just taking into account
A hotel with 3 of her kids, right? Am I hear that right?
circumstances.
That's what I heard too.
Disability, we're just asking for a $1,000 bond in this case.
So she can get back to her kids in the hotel.
State, you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant does have 8 cycles. She has a 2018 disorderly conduct,
Under
2019
10, that's good.
assault. I do show a 2019 theft by shoplifting that shows as time expired out of Fulton. A 2019 3 counts of probation violation, 2020 probation violation. She does have 2 pending charges, a 2022 disorderly conduct pending out of Fulton, and a 2022 simple battery pending out of DeKalb.
She has some
Your Honor,
behavioral
considering
problems.
The defendant's current
Possibly.
pending charges as well as her history.
Allegedly.
The state's request is a $3,000
Look at that
bond.
look at that cup she's got, man.
I'm just curious. This simple battery, does it involve the same victim?
Your Honor, we were unable to make contact with the victim, so that is not something we were able to confirm.
Well, if the simple battery is in the cab, is there nothing in the case file that can tell us if it was the same victim?
It's crazy.
Unfortunately, Your Honor, that would be with a different agent. That's with the solicitor's office, so we don't have access to that yet.
All right, got it.
Ed, thank you for the fake stars on YouTube.
I have reviewed your criminal history, and based on what I've heard here today, I'm going to set your total bond at $2,000. It's going to be a regular bond. That means you should be able to go through a bonding company. Based on your criminal history and some charges that you have pending, this court is concerned that you might be a threat or a danger to the community, and that there's a potential risk to reoffend. And so that's why I'm setting your bond at $2,000. Now, there's going
To what?
to your
2,000.
2 things. First, I'm going to require that you stay away, absolutely, directly or indirectly, by person, telephone, and any other means of communication from the person
flowers.
or school of Jugal Shah, who is one of the alleged victims here. And then I'm going to require that you do not
Great name.
return to this location of 2945 Gus Place.
I'm guessing it
If you
wasn't
have any
something
contact with the alleged
too bad
victim,
if she's
you
up.
return to this
2
location.
G's.
That's
Gus
enough to
Place.
violate your special condition.
I
And if
love
you violate
Jay.
your special condition, 2 things gonna happen. This bond can be revoked and you'd be facing additional charges. So stay away means stay away, and do not return means do not return. So my deputy's gonna hand you a signature pad so you can sign that special condition. You will get a copy of it. Can either of you tell me what the name of this hotel was?
Motel 6.
That is alleged-
Ramada Inn.
Either of the
Travel
attorneys?
Lodge.
Just one moment, Your Honor.
I'm going Motel
I'm
6.
reading it from the warrants, Judge.
All right.
Motel 6. Come on. Come on.
La Quinta.
It's Budget L.
Budget L.
Budgetel.
Got it.
Budgetel.
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 Like motel. Budgetel.
It's not a motel, hotel, holiday. It's a budgetel. Or a hojo.
The old Budgetel.
Hello?
Anytime now.
Signature sign or say special condition sign? Yeah, special condition is signed. Mr. Geddes, anything else on Ms. Riles?
No, Judge, we would just reserve the preliminary hearing.
Got it. Ms. Riles, that concludes your first appearance.
Good job, Mrs. Riles.
Look at this guy's
Wow.
hair.
What is that's a dude?
Yep.
Wow, look out, Judge Middleton. We got a new player in town. Hot damn. Well, ain't it something?
It's beautiful, man.
You testified that he approached you, but in fact, you weren't standing at the edge of that aisle when he
I can't hear a damn thing.
Bring them up.
Standing on the other side of the register where he was trying to get to.
In fact, you observed him take mistakes, correct?
Yes.
So you were.
He's just super low, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's terribly low.
Next dial over.
Yes. I didn't think the lights even work when you get to the budgetel.
This is a battle between this judge and Judge Middleton for hair supremacy in court. Jumping up and kicking him in the face.
While you think about that nice piece of art that he just did, we'll take you over here and just imagine her kicking this judge right now in the city of Dalton, Georgia.
Okay, so we're here. We're talking about.
We're finding some good angles today. I mean,
he's like, would you rather find a truck full of Twinkies?
40-6
Truck full of ho-hos.
Yields to an emergency vehicle. How do you plea?
well, that's a tough question. Well,
go ahead.
You don't know. Okay. Okay. Look, I'm going to just leave this on the calendar for June 22nd. And what we're going to do, you know what? Why don't we move this up, if it's okay with you, to that June 8th day? All right. So then you only have to come once that in June. All right. So we're just going to move that to June 8th. If you'll issue.
Glenn, you know her?
That'll take care of that.
You
All
ever
right.
met this young lady?
Yep. We'll get you that notice in just a sec.
This angle is I love it.
It's outstanding. It really is.
It's so good that we've got it 2 times. By the way, look above the judge's head.
Yeah, that's for the people in the back.
Cynthia Hawkins,
or people in the mezzanine that wants to see it real good.
Boy, they washed the living crap out of it. We can see everybody sitting in the audience right now, just looking at the reflection.
Have any questions for me about your rights? Are you ready to proceed this afternoon?
Let's do it.
Oh, this is great. Yes. And the last one, yes.
Here for probation revocation.
This lady looked long in the tooth to be up
Probation
here.
shoplifting. Her probation start date was 3/31 of 21. Her time was told 160 days.
Well, that's why it's so
Her new
shiny.
expiration date would be the 6th of September of 22.
We'll leave it here for just a second. I'll
Probation is
BRB. Is that?
directed. Failed to appear for
Sounds
court
great.
on 16/22 for a review. Failed to pay court fines and fees as directed. Failed to complete community services directed, and failed to complete the shoplifting classes directed.
A shoplifting class. I'm getting better.
Do you admit to violating your probation?
I do admit.
And can you give me an explanation?
I'm terrified. I have
About
no
what?
money. I have no money.
Okay.
Start crying.
So you have no
Seems
money.
like the easier thing to do.
And
I'm
look,
waiting for a disability decision. I'm blind in my left eye. With Cook County wrecked with me coming from Murray County. Now I may go blind in my right eye. So
you can do community service hours.
As long as it's all on the right hand side of me.
Out of jail is doing something, because he wants you to be successful. She wants you to be successful.
It is a tripping hazard for
So,
sure.
first warrant. This is not even the first warrant. This is the second warrant, right?
Correct.
So I'm not going to have much tolerance for this. This is what we're going to do.
Yeah. Gotta go to
When
school.
were you
babe.
arrested? When were you taken into
April
custody?
17.
Not on this charge.
No, but I'll be pleading not guilty for that because I was not. They
What's the charge that you're going to plead?
shoplifting at Matco.
That is that in our court?
No,
I wasn't
sir.
shoplifting there. I was the other place, but definitely not there.
It clearly shows me that I'm putting it, that I have nothing in my purse or on my person.
Nothing on the person.
It actually just went to court for GPSI revocation. Last week.
Yes.
And was given 94 days to serve and credit from time served from the 17th.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
He was revoked and given 94 days to serve.
Say that again.
Time served from the 17th of April. So she'll be in custody for a little while.
Just a little while. If she
Won't have
only
4
would took
months
that
when she
shoplifting
comes out.
class. That shoplifting class would have cleared all this up. I wonder what you learn in shoplifting class. That's the question. Do you got like electroshock
I actually don't see her having a way
attached to things you pick up?
of completing it successfully.
Period. I need a social security number.
Don't we all?
Can write that down, ma'am. Or social, not yours. Or-
Your Honor, I was blind in this eye. I did not realize I was in a store. I didn't know what I'd done. She couldn't see how to pay.
I'm going to adopt your recommendation, but there's no time to do it. So I'm going to adopt Mr. Grant's recommendation, that being that 10 days are revoked to serve, restore you to strict compliance, report is directed, pay $280 per month for the next 4 months towards fines, fees, and arrearages, and complete no less than 20 hours of community service, and complete the
She's in
ABC
their
license
ears.
for 30-day review. But you will not be out unless something crazy happens. So when you get out, as a special condition, you are to report. If you are out and you don't report, you're going right back into jail. Okay. All right. Thank you.
That's what I'm guessing. Like, it really teaches you the ins and outs. That's my pen. Can you give it back? Thanks. Oh, careful, watch out that cord. Oh, got another young lady stepping up. This judge, what a huge bench he's sitting on. And is that a train on their city logo? I like that. Nancy,
You came to
sorry.
court,
Glad you're here.
and this is how you gave this to me?
I wasn't sorry. I wasn't aware of it. I wasn't.
Oh, shit.
You are Fern Freeze Sanchez Resendez, correct?
What a name.
Ma'am, have you had a chance to review your rights form?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions for me about your rights? Are you ready to proceed?
Fern Sanchez Resendez, convicted of driving while license suspended, no entrance, tail light violation. Probation start date October 9th, 2019. Expiration date September 8th, 2022. Her time has been told 335 days. Probation violations. The defendant has failed to report as directed. The defendant has failed to pay court-ordered fines and fees as directed. The defendant failed to appear for a scheduled court hearing on May 19th, 2021. And the defendant has been arrested and charged with new offenses.
You admit to those violations?
You should have seen the judge looking at that piece of paper they gave him.
It's the stupidest mistake.
You
I've
give me this. You came to court and gave me this.
very stupid
like this.
mistake that I made. I had money to pay off the fines.
Okay.
Sorry.
I've been in jail for about 7 days now. I've lost the best job I ever had in my life. I'm pretty sure I've lost it. Also, before I came in, I'm supposed to be going to the Cancer Institute because I've been having health problems. Haven't been able to get there because I've been locked up for 7 days now.
Oh, she lost her job. The best job she ever had at 7-Eleven.
If my friend doesn't have the money to pay my fines off, I have the money in my account as soon as I believe he has them with him now.
Oh, she flexing up there.
Who's that?
I got money in my account,
Gentleman
Your
in the
Honor.
corner in the red shirt?
Glenn, can you go down there and ask them just to tilt that just a tiny little bit this way, just
$69 due
so we can see it?
arrearage on probation.
Rearages, Creed. Rearages.
That's right. May the fourth be with you,
Just wait till you see what we're wearing for we got to chase.
Nancy. I'm pretty
So
pretty
this
sure they're
is
all
the
been pregnant so
fifth-
far.
This is the sixth
They
probation.
live near Glenn, so
The sixth
him and Earl.
probation.
Knocking them up.
Get it in.
Yeah, but
Oh, hi, Colty. Welcome. Okay, come on in. God bless. That was the cat, not me.
All she missing?
It seems like she's just like he says about $69.
Her case is no early release.
Oh, sorry. Pay what's in the past and report.
Okay, that's fine.
Withering away to nothing.
Sir, can you
Sarah.
help her out today?
You gonna help her out? You gonna slide her a couple of bucks or what? Huh?
Okay, so I'm getting my pen out here. 681 plus 69
69, baby.
is
Mm.
750.
Exactly.
So if you
Wow.
pay that to the, can you take that?
Glenn, actually, if you go down there and just move it yourself, you just gotta just a
How do
tiny.
you intend to pay?
I mean, we're talking like a foot. Be perfect.
Just cough and just turn it.
Well, if
The
you,
fine payment could be paid directly to you guys.
that's what we'll do. If you will pay, sir, on her behalf, if that's what your intention is, I'm not ordering you. That's just your intention.
These days, that's not
681,
good.
You can pay that to Mrs. Guerrero at the end of the bench.
And if for some reason he doesn't have it, I do. I do have it.
Just said he did have. And then you
As
have.
long as you watched it again, I don't care.
That's right.
$9 if you have that in cash. Otherwise,
Everybody should go test that
you need
theory
to
out.
Find a way to take
Go to Facebook, see what happens there.
24 hours after.
We'll close it down YouTube pretty soon. That's a joke, by the way, but
All right,
Facebook's
thank
crazy.
you. All right, we're done with all inmates.
Now what do we do?
Bring in the men folk.
Bring in Earl.
You see that big train on their logo? That's
Choo
crazy.
choo.
Is he doing here? Doctor, what are you doing here?
Uh-oh.
Doctor, are you just here to pay a fine?
Doctor.
Well,
Oh.
No, I was arrested for opioids.
It's not your court date. Okay.
Doctor, big player there in Dalton, Georgia.
The only
Mrs.
doctor.
West, Mrs. Wimpy, sorry.
Doctor, what are you doing here?
Can you come here? Can you approach the bench?
Come
Just
hither.
right to the cord,
And don't
Dad.
lock him up, no matter how much he asks.
Oh, he's got jokes.
Watch out for the
Whoa,
cord.
whoa, hey now. I mean, I would love to see somebody trip over it. But are they whispering?
That was really
Is there
poor.
anything I can do for the doctor? Can I just sign off on whatever he's doing? Because, I'm a judge.
He's my doctor.
If I sentence him to anything, I don't really. I got a prostate exam in like 2 weeks, dude. I don't want to piss him off, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Rough play.
I have Michael Christopher and Kenneth Richards are the other two people.
I have
Okay. Mr. Richards?
Doctor.
Is this the doctor?
Nope. This is Mr. Richards. Yeah, why all this planning? went
Richards,
in
have you had a chance to review your
recorded
rights?
as best
form?
we could do?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me about your rights? Okay. Are you ready to proceed? Can I have that rights form? Your way.
Gosh, he's got a whole lot of gum happening there.
Any way for a wireless mic? The budget was sitting. Couldn't
He
pull
robbed
that.
the gum store.
He's got a
Wireless mic.
Okay.
They spent all their money on all that marble.
convicted of shoplifting. Probation start date April 28th.
Told ya.
Expiration date May 24th, 2022.
He stole gum.
Time has been told 27 days. Probation violations. The defendant has failed to report as directed. The defendant has failed to pay court order fees as directed. The defendant has failed to complete an ABC shoplifting course, and the defendant has failed to appear for a scheduled court hearing on April 6, 2022.
My jaws would be so
Mr.
tired
Richards, do you
already.
admit to violating your probation as described?
His whole head is chewing that gum.
Plot twist.
So, I do my best. I'm ready to pay all my fine, but I did pay $1,000 once. And for something that's a misdemeanor, I still got to do community service. I finished that up finally today. Set it out of the way. As far as the ABC class is concerned, I still got to get that done, and I, probably get that done in the next week or so. But to me, it's petty, but gotta do what I gotta do. So
It's not petty. It's part of your
Right.
sentence.
Big part of the
Oh,
sentence.
no, no part of the sentence is petty.
Petty that I didn't get it done earlier, so, listen to me on that, but it's not. I feel like, people will get it done, so it's just up to you guys on what y'all want to do, so I can continue to get it done.
I think he ran out of,
Do what you want to do.
you think he ran out of toothpicks and that's
so
why he moved on to gum?
Now he has paid everything.
Paid $1,000
He-
a couple of weeks, 12 months.
He just owes the $295 on fees
I'm
for years.
I made
Since the last
$1,000 a couple
petition
months ago. Is that what he just said?
He was directed to pay the $196 that was owed.
Braggart.
Time. Fees arrears and complete all 20 hours.
Hello,
of
Baker
service and
Grotto.
schedule his
Oh, those
class.
brioche hot dog
Reviews
buns.
Hearing
Mhm.
scheduled for April 6th. He failed to appear for that court date, and a
The
warrant
man can
for
bake.
tolling and no OR was requested. That's where on April 13th, the second warrant was signed.
Oh, that's nice, Fred Franklin. You do your thing. I'll shut up for
Go in or didn't call or
2
something
minutes,
court date, but,
maybe.
Well, it says it seems
do that
that
here?
you were supposed to pay $196 back 2 months ago. That didn't get done, so now it's $295. Well, that was petty, Your Honor. I believe that was just petty. Now he has all of his community service hours done?
Yes, he lacks his ABC class and paying the fees arrears. I will say on record that this is the second time the defendant has failed to appear for a court date, and then he shows up a few days later at the office stating that he had no idea of the court date. So this is we're back in court.
He's right there. Don't talk
When's the
about
next
him like he's
ABC
not there.
You have any idea?
No, sir.
hopefully.
You already
this is- I'm
signed up?
scheduling it today. I'm gonna schedule it today. I've been
Okay.
trying to get things out of the way, taking it easy. I
All
got a
right,
lot going
I
on.
want you to go ahead and sit down and find out when that next ABC class is, and then we can call you back up. I want to make sure that you've got it on your calendar, and I want it part of my sentence right now, or part of my revocation order right now. So go ahead and sit down. If you'll sit down kind of where Mrs. Wimpy is in the back, so that you can make a phone call and not bother everybody else. Okay? All right. And then we'll call you back up, and then I'll issue my order at that.
Kind of surprised he had on pants. I thought he had on those
All
things
right,
that
so
are
we
down
got
to his
Kent
ankles.
Richards. Is Michael
You know.
Christopher here?
Michael Christopher.
Go out in the hallway 3 times, he'll appear.
Okay. All right.
I guess it's something to do with
Drank?
shoplifting.
Think so?
Okay, ABC class. We go to the
Only
ABC store.
trial I have is Billy Joe Calderon.
What a name! We had a
Okay.
shoplifting class
Granted.
earlier.
Anybody who is here on their behalf, Mr. Souther?
It is. It's a
can
theft.
leave.
It's Stop Theft Classes. Offers the most comprehensive online theft classes available in Dalton, Georgia. Georgia shoplifting and theft classes.
Yeah.
StopTheftClass.com.
Care of that.
What?
Big problems
Take care
there.
of that.
Can I get a copy of that tape? Is there a tape? on
We offer
Stop-
8-hour and 16-hour advanced online theft classes. There.
Where's Billy Joe at?
Oh, Billy Joel's still in the holler.
Oh, look at this guy. Is that the doctor in the red shirt? Doctor, what are you doing here? I've never heard somebody so surprised that somebody showed up.
Oh yeah, no, what are you doing in my courtroom? You know,
Like, yeah, like they were old lovers or something. What are you doing here? Oof. Oh. Tell me you're putting a quality dog in there. I mean, with buns like that, you've got to be like top dollar.
no, but Mikey walks through the Manhattan Lego store and steals things.
It was one Lego. I thought it was free. Thought it was a keepsake.
Yeah, kind of like all them grapes he sees at the Food Lion. Shit, sorry, thought those were free.
I thought the first one was complimentary.
Hell, Billy Joe.
This guy is not as intimidating as our other slick-haired bailiff we had.
No,
earlier.
I think I can kick his ass actually.
Yeah,
He's-
I feel like if I got a decent chance.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's got a lot of tools on his belt.
Yep.
Jesus, get off your phone, dude.
This is again with everybody with their phones.
It might be the doctor there. I think you might be right there. That was just
The doctor, doctor's, maybe he brought somebody to court. Maybe it's not his court date.
What the doctor did. Well, we have a minute.
Or maybe you can come to a meeting of the minds of where you go from here, but that's what I think that's gonna get
A
this
new
case
court, right?
resolved the quickest. Mr. Sweeney, you have contact information there with Mr. Wilson where you can meet or at least
Your
meet
Honor,
over
my-
the phone?
My request is that Mr. Wilson call me with an updated phone number from, and you can get the accurate phone number. It sounds like there may have been issues, but you can get an accurate number from Ms. Collada if Ms. Collada is willing to assist. If not, I'm happy to give him my phone number here on the record.
She's nodding yes.
Thank you, Ms. Collada. I appreciate it.
What's that?
My number ain't changed in 8 years.
Well, I get, Mr. You can speak with.
My
Ms.
number
Collada
ain't
right there.
changed in 8 years.
She's there for you. Who's answering right there? Is that who you're talking about?
Oh, you know that is who he's talking about. Come on, let's not pretend that there's another one.
So I get a text alert from the court hearing for next week, Your Honor.
Yeah, you'll get.
That guy
We'll
got
give
a
you notice
cane?
right now. We'll give you the piece of paper right
I
now.
just didn't want to miss it.
No, and I appreciate that.
I'm kind of wondering what's up with DPA, like where they got her held out at. Is she even in America?
She's got like a light behind her.
That's very weird.
Working remotely like this has really changed the game on a lot of these jobs.
Yes, you may.
I think that Benjamin wears women's panties. Not like in a weird way. It's just they're more comfortable for him.
Not in
Then
a
you're free to
weird
go.
way, just for strict
Go through
comfort. Ooh, who's this? She, her.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea. They do that. I can see watching. Oh look, Gummer's back. Let's see what's up here.
Cell phone and found that Intervention has an ABC class for shoplifting this coming Monday.
That's
How
right.
much is it?
150, Your Honor.
And you wanted to look around to see if you could find something cheaper. So this is the deal. I'm ordering that you
You ain't buying a car, dude.
to I'm finding
Shopping
that
around.
violated your probation. I am ordering that you go to Intervention and enroll and pay for and finish the shoplifting class at Intervention on May 9, 2022, or find another acceptable acceptable course that meets and is finished by no later than next Wednesday. Okay? I am also requiring that you come back to court next Wednesday.
When? Next Wednesday?
I think it's pretty safe to say that that's not fruit stripe gum, right? That he's got.
I mean, he is pounding the hell out of
That
it.
Is man.
His whole head, like I
Come
said,
back
is
next
chewing it.
Wednesday, unless
Muscles way up here. Do you see these muscles way up here? He's got muscles on his head that I.
Jow power.
and the payment of the arrearage of $295.
I don't know if I can do.
I'm gonna give you 2 weeks to do that. I'm gonna give you 2 weeks to do that.
Did I tell you I made $1,000 a month ago?
I'm on vacation next week, Your Honor. I'm gonna need that extra money.
See you here next Wednesday.
I thought as long as I took care of my the service, you know, with my fines first going up to $7.59. But
The fine is $750.
Is it possible to move the mic up for somebody that's not 3.5 foot tall?
I was a little bit behind. I could have paid another $200 at the time, but she told me what to bring 1,000. It was 12 when I got here. So
Square.
if I had paid that money to her,
Our guy?
I figured it'd be over with. But still, I still had to do community service. So community services.
So I had to do community service. You still had to do the ABC class. And so this was early release as well?
God bless.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you could have been off probation a long time ago and kept a lot of that money in your pocket. But that was a decision that you made, not a decision that we made.
Oh, it was petty.
He's to
Petty, Yana.
All right, so I'll see you next week.
Georgia,
Notice?
believe it or
Notice
not.
is provided. Okay, thank you.
We're in the great state of Georgia.
Sorry, Your
Hope so
Honor.
for
I
you, too.
got to go down to the Florida border and get some more Big League Chew. They don't sell it here in Georgia anymore. We're all
Look,
out.
even the bailiff is chewing gum.
Wow,
Everybody's chewing
yeah,
gum.
he
Any
is.
other matters before the court?
Is the judge Chon too?
Mrs. Beck, anything else for you? All right, we are adjourned.
Vinny, I hope you brought the gum.
What case are you here for? ma'am?
Anderson.
Okay. Oh, you are Karen Anderson? Karan, I apologize for that.
Karan
Okay, great. We'll take
Anderson?
your case, Mr. Deal here. We'll take
Whoever
up-
said that
when
she's
the-
in
When this
Cambodia.
case is done, we'll take up your case.
Okay, yes,
Sure.
sir.
So, Mr. Sweeney, where are we at with Mr. Deals? On for confirmation?
Mr.
That's correct, Your Honor, although I think it makes sense to hear from the state first on this one.
Your Honor, the state filed a motion to dismiss this morning and I will have
We
everything
need
in
a-
order to the court.
I can't
Look
tell
at
if
that guy's
he's wearing a-
face.
I can't tell if he's wearing a bow tie or not. He's got a big. Glenn, he looks a lot like you, by the way. If you were really bald,
Uh-huh. Well, he could be really bald. He wears a hat every video.
is that the dude over there that has at the slot stream that has 300 silent people? Oh, they just
I don't know, but he just cut that
These
shit off.
rescission order to get in. But
Thank you.
Anyway, you're free to leave the Zoom call.
They dismissed that dude's charges.
Can you mute, please? Ms.
You can't believe it.
Want to come on up, please?
That dude was so pumped. He did not expect that.
And Ms. Simmons, this is Ms. Anderson, also on for confirmation. The number 1 on the 11 o'clock calendar.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Anderson is my client. We did just speak briefly. We would like to strike those trial dates and set it for a change of plea hearing. I do have an appointment set up with Ms. Anderson on the 17th, which is the earliest I had. I know that is actually the day for the jury trial. We're hoping that we can come to some sort of resolution.
Sure you do. Sure you do. I don't
Well,
believe her
hoping
for
and
1
having
second.
a resolution in place are two different things. I mean, if
That's
you,
true, Your Honor. However, I do need to meet with my client to determine what she'd like to do, and I have not yet had that
She's a
opportunity. But
saucy
now I
little
have
flirt.
correct information for her, which is very, very helpful. Ms. Collada was kind enough to get her phone number.
Ms. Zoe,
Your Honor, the state have no objection to striking the trial date for now and setting it for a change of plea. Based on the notes from Ms. Barker, I'm very hopeful that a resolution will be reached.
I just want to show you this camera angle real quick. I think out over here on this one. I don't even know if anything's going on, but
Look at that chair on the far right.
oh wow, that's for the prisoners? No,
Yeah, yeah. It's got a spot in the back to put like
we
cuffs.
do run the chains through that or something.
I'm guessing. I'm guessing.
Did you already print the Prop 63 for Mr. Crasher? Okay,
I did not.
Then I will now.
So sorry.
Look at these mismatched fucking chairs.
Well, one's been used a lot.
One is.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God.
What's kind of funny is that just like the other one that we were in, they've got like 8 different rooms that are exactly the same as that. The department,
Uh-huh.
okay, so let's go back. There's a few no-shows we can address going back to 9:30. Ryan Fisher, Mr.
Yes, Your
Sweeney,
Honor,
you know
thank
anything about that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. So this morning, after I'd been in communication with Mr. Fisher and his family since this previous matter was set over for technical issues, I had some concerns, but nothing had risen to the level of actionable on my part until this morning when I'd been in contact with Mr. Fisher's mother. I've submitted a 1077 request, Your Honor, that was sort of late arriving, but was forwarded to Ms. Zhao and to the clerk for the courtroom this morning. It seems that there's good cause to inquire as to whether or not Mr. Fisher is able to assist counsel in the preparation of his defense. In brief, Your Honor, without going into too much detail here on the record, I believe that it's related to a previous diagnosis of a schizoaffective disorder. And that seems to be creating significant difficulties in his
Oh, is Carol
ability
Connell
to
on the stand?
participate. My understanding, Your Honor, is that presently he is at his mother's house. He's sitting at the kitchen table, physically unable to bring himself to appear before the court remotely via Zoom, in large part due to his mental health issues. And that is why he is not here, Your Honor.
He does understand.
I
He doesn't
believe
really
that
have
this
to
warrants a
see them
1077. I believe that with the close help of his mother, I'll be able to get him evaluated out of custody, and we can get this case onto the competency track. So I'd request, if the court is unable to review the 1077 so late
Judge is like, he's
in
gonna
the
laugh.
calendar, that this matter be reset for a competency hearing.
I might have. I'm pretty
So
blasted.
I
on
just handed an
Alka-Seltzer
order.
cold
There's no
and flu.
signature on, from the state. Are you prepared to sign off on agree to it?
I did review it, Your Honor, and I did indicate, I was okay with it. Thank you.
I signed off on the 1077. This can get set for a competency review, so we don't lose track of it. Set
As
out a
we
few-
sign off on almost another episode, I want to take you over to Clayton County. I just wanted to see this man bun here for a second.
So this is on the 18th.
You know, they're making hats now with openings in the back for you to put your man bun or ponytail through and still wear a hat.
Pathetic world we live in. Anyways, this is another courtroom I've never seen either. Anyways, guys, appreciate you hanging out with us. Nice crowd today. For We Got a Case. Don't forget, We Got a Chase. Wild Women Wednesday coming up 4:05 East.
Yeah, it's going to be a very exciting time. A lot of great stuff. A little different than we usually do. Some stories that we wouldn't typically cover. We're going to check out some of those. A lot of drug charges, some shoplifting, Creed, as well as pew-pews. Pew-pews. So make sure you're there for that.
You know it, Grana. Thank you guys so much. We'll be back on a normal schedule very soon. I promise you. I just can't do it. By the way, B-Shop, I want to do
saw
something tonight.
What a bad night to pick.
What a terrible night. But, it is what it is.
All right. Well, we're going to get on out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed yourselves as much as we did. If you would like this video, if you're ever on Facebook, give us a follow. Follow is what you got to do on the Facebook, as well as a share. Yeah. See you at 4 or 5 for Wild Woman Wednesday. Until next time, please remember, bye, Creed.